A very good morning, dear children. Today we are going to see remaining part of the chapter number 1, the living world adaptations and classification. Now, children, in the last class we have seen adaptations in aquatic animals, adaptations in amphibians, and adaptations in forest and grassland animals. Now, in today's class we are going to see some adaptations in animals. So fourth adaptation is adaptation in desert animals. There are some examples of desert animals. These animals live in burrows to avoid the sun. For example, kangaroo. So all these desert animals are living in the burrows. Means they are making burrows to soil, and in that these animals are living because in desert there is a hot sun, and due to that they are taking this shelter in the burrows. Animals intake water from other sources like their food also. So these animals are taking water from other sources. Means not only they are taking water but food also they are taking from other sources. Now scorpion is one of the desert animals. The scorpion has outer skin hard, and due to that there is a less water loss from this scorpion skin. Camels store fat in hump and water in long neck and also have cushioned foot. Okay, so this camel is storing fat in the hump. Hump means the backside of neck of this camel. There is a round shape bump is there. Okay, so that bump is called as hump, and in that this camel is storing fat. Then for water purpose, he is using his long neck. Means in long neck, this camel is storing water, and it has cushioned foot because camel has to walk in the sand. So this foot should be comfortable. Okay, so for that purpose, it is having means cushion like structure. Okay, to this foot, so that he can comfortably walk with the help of this cushion foot. Now, next adaptation is adaptation in animals of snowy region. Okay, so this snowy region animals have long, thick hair on the skin, and due to this hair, they can protect their body from cold also. Okay, then these snowy region animals have white or silver body color. Due to that, this color matches with snow, so they can protect themselves from their enemy also. So, for example, examples are given there: yak, polar bear, white fox, silver fox, then snow leopard. These are all the examples of snowy region animals. And there is an adaptation that they have long thick hair on the skin and their color matches with the snow. That is the adaptation in snowy region animals. Now next type of adaptation is adaptation in aerial animals. Aerial means those who are living in the air. So first subtype is adaptation in birds. Bird has spindle shaped body, and due to that it can fly easily in the sky. Feather covering the body means these birds have feathers on their body. Then these birds front legs modified into wings, and there is a presence of air sac in their body. Okay, and there is presence of hollow bones also, and due to this presence of air sac or hollow bones, their this weight of these birds are very less, and due to this less weight they can fly easily in the sky. Okay, so this is the adaptation in case of birds. Means their four legs means front legs are modified into wings, and there is a presence of air sac, hollow bones. Due to that their weight becomes light and they can easily fly in the air. Okay, now next subtype in adaptation of animals is adaptation in insect. So lightweight and they are having tapering body, two pairs of wings for flight, six stick like walking legs. Okay, so these insects have six stick like walking legs, and then they are having two pair of wings for flight, means for fly. Okay, then there this insect's weight is so much light, means their weight is very less. Now next subtype of adaptation is adaptations in bat. There is a presence of thin fold skin in bat, and that is called as patagium. So this patagium is present in between front legs and back legs of bat. Okay, then this bat has capacity to hang. Okay, means it is having ability, he can hang. Then bat weight is very light. So these are the adaptations in bat. Now next type of adaptation is adaptations in reptiles. Snake creep with the help of scales on their skin. Then some reptiles use their muscles for creeping. For example, house lizard, garden lizard, and crocodile. Skin and soles of feet are specially modified for creeping mode. So in some animals, the skin and soles of feet are specially modified for the creeping purpose only. For example, house lizard and monitor lizard. Body color shows camouflage to hide with the surrounding. Means these animals have capacity to change their color, or their skin color matches with the surrounding. Okay, and due to that they can hide themselves from their enemy. Now next type of adaptation is adaptations for food in animals. Some animals are eating the flesh of other animals, that is called carnivores. But there are some animals, children, those who are eating plants or vegetables, that is called as herbivores. And some animals, those who are eating both, means plants as well as flesh of other animal, that is called as omnivorous. So in these omnivorous there are some examples, that is bear, dog, monkey, cat, crow, okay, and man also. These are all omnivorous because we all are eating plant as well as flesh also. Plant means vegetable and flesh of other animal also. So man is also coming in the type omnivorous. Now one chart is given, children, in the textbook. Complete the following chart. So there is adaptation animal, and what is the use of that adaptation to that animal, that we have to write there. So adaptation is sharp teeth. So animal is lion and tiger. So to tear the flesh, that is the use of that adaptation. Then long and pointed beak. So the animals are kingfisher and crane. So the animal kingfisher and crane have long and pointed beak. Now what is the use of this adaptation? To capture the fish in water. Okay, to capture the fish in the water, these animals are using long and pointed beak. Now short beak. Sparrow has short beak. So to pick the grain, sparrow can use her short beak. Now long and sticky tongue. So garden lizard and frog. These two animals have long and sticky tongue. So what is the use of that? To catch the insect. Okay, for catching the insect, this long and sticky tongue they can use. Now long neck. That is giraffe and ostrich. These both animal and bird has long neck. So what is the use of that bird for a long neck? Okay, so bird, that is to have long distance look, means this bird can see, means ostrich bird can see long far away objects also easily. Okay, means they can save themselves from the enemy. Okay, then giraffe, long neck. Giraffe has long neck to eat leaves from the top of the tree, means giraffe is eating leaves from the top of the tree. So what, that is the use of that long neck to giraffe. Now next adaptation is adaptations for blending with the surrounding. Now blending and colors with those of their surrounding is also an adaptation, that is called as camouflage. So camouflage is the way in which some animals are colored and shaped so that they cannot easily be seen in their natural surrounding. Means they are changing their shape as well as color, so that that color will match with the surrounding and no one can understand they are hiding themselves. Okay, so that is called as camouflage. For example, lizard, grasshopper show complete blending with the surrounding and thus cannot be easily spotted. Means we cannot find them easily due to their camouflage nature, because they can change their color and shape so that they cannot easily find out to enemies. Now let us see main points of adaptation. Adaptations are the changes that takes place in the various organs and life processes of organism, so as to allow them live, feed, reproduce and protect themselves from their enemies in specific habitat and its geographical condition. So this adaptation means changes that takes place in the life process of organism, their living, their reproduction and protection. So protection from their enemies. They are changing their habitat with the help of this geographical condition, and that is called as adaptations. So adaptation is a gradual and continuous process. Gradual means that is a slow and continuous process. Means it cannot happen suddenly. Third point, the structural and appearance of present day animals and animals of thousands of years ago are different from each other. So this is due to the adaptations that occurred in them to be convenient for their present conditions. So structural appearance of present day animals mean today's animals and past animals, that is difference is there, because they have adapted themselves for living purpose. Okay, and that is convenient for their present condition. So these are the main points of adaptation. Thank you children for watching the video.